So, this is the rifle that was delivered by Ludwig-Loewe, the model 1891 Argentino. And in fact, you can see it here on the side of the receiver. Mauser, modelo Argentino 1891. I guess that's 1891 in Spanish. So, Mauser model, Argentine model of 1891. And you can see Manufactura Loewe, Berlin. Ludwig-Loewe being the manufacturer of this particular piece. From 1892 through 1896, Ludwig-Loewe built these Model 1891 rifles for Argentina. Then there was a break between 1896 and early 1899, when Isidor Loewe, who was at the time the head of the Ludwig-Loewe company, decided to consolidate his ammunition plants in Karlsruhe with his Berlin factory, and in 1899 he unveiled a new name for the company, for the consolidated company, which was DWM, or Deutsche Waffen-Munitionsfabriken. And DWM went on to produce the last part of the M91 contract from 1899 through 1901. This particular rifle, other than of course the obvious markings on the receiver rail, has the RA for República Argentina, pardon me, on the handguard as well as on the buttstock. It has its serial number on the receiver, the barrel shank, or the British would call it a Knox form, and on the upper part of the stock. In this case, C4702. It's hard to see it upside down, but there it is. The C prefix indicates that this rifle was built in early 1893. Model 91s until roughly serial number O, 4999, were produced by Ludwig-Loewe. The serial number the production began again, as I say, in 1899, and continued until the W prefix in 1901, at which time roughly 230,000 Model 91 infantry rifles had been produced and sent to Argentina. Here we see the unique Argentinian proof of the clasped hands. That's those clasped hands motif comes from the Argentinian crest, of which on this particular piece there is none. As a result of the Gran Chaco War, which happened in the first half of the 20th century, Bolivia got its hands on some of these M91 and some M1909 rifles and carbines that had originally been produced for Argentina. They had the Argentinian crest on them, and since Argentina didn't want its name affixed to this conflict that they were not formally involved in, subsequent rifles that were imported or exported from Argentina had the crest ground. So it was a way it was prestige, it was plausible deniability, it was a number of things, but it was basically not having their national crest bound up in whatever the end user of these imported rifles might use them for. And here we see the modified rear sight leaf. Despite the fact that this is an early production M91 rifle, you notice it has the brass cleaning rod and the short handguard. Later handguards reach to the rear band where my thumb is. It still maintains its early features despite having a modified rear sight leaf for the M1909 Spitzer round. Anyway, that in a nutshell is my Model 1891 Argentinian Mauser infantry rifle. Thank you very much.